Hey, GCAC family and my Cold Lake friends. It's Bob here again. Uh, I'm down at the MD Park, about a block from my house, what I consider one of the hidden jewels of Cold Lake. I love coming down here and I wonder why everybody's in my backyard in the summertime. Uh, Never lived by a lake before, and when we moved here, I was really excited about learning about it. And as I went out with friends on their boat, and in the winter time, we'd skidoo out and ice fish, I learned about a whole ecosystem, a whole thing going on that was unseen. That when I looked at it, I didn't understand it, but there's a whole life system going on underneath the ice. And so, as I look at it today, I know that there's friends of mine out there uh, patiently waiting by a hole for a fish to come by and having a great time doing it. It's alive even when I can't see it or don't know what's happening. It reminds me of the book of Esther a little bit in scripture, where there's this whole story that unfolds where God is telling a story about how he prepared behind the scenes and what he did for a moment in time and a moment in crisis. And it says in 4:14, when Mordecai's talking to Esther, "And who knows whether you've not come to the kingdom for such a time as this." I don't know what the view of your life is like today. Worried about health, work, finances, how to social distance. But I want to encourage you to look for the signs in your life and the lives of others that God is alive and active and at work, that he's watching over us, and that he has been preparing us for such a time as this. I was on the phone with a friend yesterday, and he said, "I just wanted to encourage you." Had a real answer to prayer, and he was almost in tears telling me about how God in a small way had just showed up to something he'd asked in his life. And it just encouraged me and gave me hope. And I'm reminded to watch for those little ways that God is alive and active, to write them down and have them for the moments when my view is just all ice, and to share them with others so we can loan each other hope. Hey, let me finish with a verse out of 2 Corinthians. It says, "As we look to the things that are seen, as we look not to the things that are seen, but to the things that are unseen. For the things that are seen are transient, but the things that are unseen are eternal." Let me remind you, build one another up, put your faith where it belongs in God, and look forward to seeing you soon.